Hello and welcome back to the NWSG podcast season 2. We've been away for a while. Joining me today is our very own, very new co-host, Patrick.
Yep, I'm not Ralph.
You're not Ralph. What are you
I
doing
don't
here,
speak
sir?
I don't speak 5 languages. I mostly speak one.
Mostly just one. Oh man, yeah. So Ralph can't be here with us because he decided he wants to have a bigger home, a better home, and so he's abandoned us for a while
I
until
know.
he figures that out.
So I don't know where he's working tonight, so we can just go pay him a visit. Break his kneecaps, but like, you don't get to leave.
You have to
Have you
be
ever
here.
Have you ever seen Black Snake moan?
Black
No,
Snake.
this will all be new to you.
Like you
Why am
can't
I
just walk
cheating?
away from this. Oh man. So today is a very, very weird and terrifyingly special day.
Yep.
It is the inauguration of Senor Trump.
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I'm not watching it. I think it's either on now or it was on a little bit ago. It was live on YouTube, but I didn't even bother. It was like X.
X.
It's like we'll show you less things like this. I'm like, okay, good. It's
Did
like
you
unfollowing things on Facebook. It's like,
unfollow?
okay, well, like when people post things from other sites, and it's like, I don't want to see this. There's like unfollow the whatever page they shared. I'm like, okay. So if I unfollow the person, I can just unfollow what they're like sharing. Like this one girl from Ross who's from Poland, she always shares all this Polish stuff. And
No.
I'm like, I can't read this. So
Like, I don't need
unfollow
this.
whatever the fuck this word is. Just
Oh my god.
pops up every now and again because she shares a lot of stuff.
A lot. Like posts or
sure.
pictures or
It's like pictures with like I'm assuming they're Polish like people like politicians. They're like
Yeah.
pasted on other photos of weird things, and there's like text up above and down below, like a normal meme would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I literally have no idea what this is, what it's about. I don't follow Polish politics all that closely, so
So did you vote this
I did.
election? Huh?
Did vote this election. Yeah, I
Who did
did.
you vote for?
I voted for Hillary Clinton.
Hmm.
I usually just write it. I almost wrote in Cthulhu. Really almost did. I was like, oh, this is so tempting right now.
Why didn't you?
No, I probably could have, but
Yeah.
didn't. So, you know,
Now
we'll see how
Cthulhu
it
can't have a
goes.
shot at being president, you know?
Well, Cthulhu 2016, no lives matter.
No lives matter. I think wasn't that like a trend for a while, like on Twitter and
Yeah,
Facebook?
possibly that the Cthulhu 2016 or yeah, because every election cycle, there's always a Cthulhu like vote for one.
Yeah.
I know one of them was like that was no lives matter, and then why pick the lesser of two evils, and yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man.
did you vote in this election?
I cannot vote
Why can't you vote?
because you need to be a citizen or a resident to be able to do that, and I am neither.
Well, so you need to get on that.
It's
But-
expensive.
Well, over 4 years you can.
Over years. Yeah, like if I can save up enough at the same time while trying to survive and go to school,
You know.
it's super easy. Yeah, no,
I mean, it's
I've just got the deferred action workers permit stuff that lets me go to school and work. But this new guy, he wants to get rid of it, so who knows what'll happen.
it's true. Well, I mean, he talks a lot of talks, but I mean, being the president is a very different job than maybe he thinks it is.
Yeah, that's totally true. But he's already got everything set in motion, like
Yeah.
Do you think he'll fuck it up?
Well, I mean, if he fucks it up, the whole country's fucked. So you don't really want that. I
Of
mean, you
course
want to be
don't.
pleasantly surprised. But I did get the Cards Against Humanity Trump bug out back. So so I have a gas mask and usable some Spanish currency.
Spanish currency.
Yeah, there's like one bill from like several different Central American countries.
Holy shit!
Mexican, and there's like South America and different countries in South America's like bills.
Did Cards Against Humanity put that together?
You did.
Holy
They-
crap!
Yeah, there was like 10,000 made, and I got one of them.
Mm.
So I've got that hanging out down here somewhere.
Somewhere.
I think it's
Holy
under one of the bar stools back there. So I took the cards out and put them in my deck. So
So now did you get every expansion for that? For the Cards Against
miss,
Humanity?
I've got most of them. There's a couple I don't have. There's a sci-fi pack that just came out, and then there's the green box, which is like a larger expansion
Yeah.
that they came out with before Christmas. I haven't gotten those yet. I'll get on that at some point. I've got an Amazon gift card. I'm not sure what I want to use it on yet. Maybe it'll be that.
Maybe it'll be that. Oh
That-
man.
like,
I don't know,
American-
dude. I am like, I don't know, freaking out about what's gonna happen in the future. I mean, I'm set for the next 2 years, but you know, that's not enough. I renewed my my thing, my what would you call it? The workers card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I renewed that for the next 2 years, but I don't know what's gonna happen the other 2 years. You know,
It's day one of 4 years, so
I thought day one would be tomorrow.
well, you got to inaugurate his day, so I don't know if
Mm.
it's actually his first day or if no one's the president today, or like yeah,
Well, we'll see what happens.
just no one's the president today.
Huh? No one's the president.
There we go. Let's go. No one's the president today.
It's like we could run it for 4 years. It's just like
Yep.
nobody kill each other, nobody start a war. We'll be good.
Right.
So we should move off the topic of politics. Well,
We-
I mean, I did go to school today to pay the tuition, and on my way back, like the streets were just full of people that were on their way for rioting.
yeah, there's lots of planned protests today, so hopefully those don't get out of control.
Yeah, I don't think they will, just mainly because the ones right now, I'm pretty sure it was just a bunch of high school kids that wanted to have a reason to leave school. Because a lot of them were just walking.
Right.
Like, people would stop, and then the rest just kind of, like, drifted off into stores and stuff. They just wanted an excuse.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be Mad Max by the end of 2020. So
Oh, my God. I think I'd probably not survive that one.
yeah, you never know. You could just become a Morton Joe, just live in a giant water castle and just never leave.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be good at that. You know, I'd find a way to kill myself or something. You know,
Eh,
blow up, trying to make water or something. I don't know. I've never been the best at survival.
Everybody has to learn, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
And in-field experience is as good as any. I suppose.
You know, if you give up, you blow yourself up. You've got another arm.
Right? True. You could be Furiosa and have a robot arm. And,
Oh, I could do that. That would be awesome. Having fucking robot parts.
right.
You know, I think when it came down to like movies that like have cyborg people, I think the best part that I liked the most was when you would see somebody that had like cybernetic eyes that they could like use to like take pictures and
Yeah.
zoom in and shit.
Right.
That was like super cool for me. Like, I want that.
Well, I mean, I guess this year in movies is kind of reflective of that because there's quite a bit of like cybernetic persons in movies this year.
Like,
Because first we have Logan,
mm,
which does have cybernetically enhanced what seem to be like bad guys
yeah,
called I think they're called Ravagers,
mm,
and that's set in 2026, I believe.
yeah, I think so.
It comes out in March,
I'm super
and then
excited for that.
it's Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell does come out. I don't remember exactly when that comes out. I think that's a summer one.
I think so.
The controversial Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson as Major Kusanagi.
Mm-hmm.
So just it's fine.
It's
I mean, there's Asian actors in it. It's like not like they replaced every character with a white person. But,
I think they got mad just because the main character was an Asian.
oh yeah, I think the other guy with the robot eyes, whose name I forget, I think he's also played by a white guy. I'm not 100% sure on that.
He might be. I mean, most of the
'Cause
people.
he's barely in the trailer because it's mostly Scarlett Johansson.
It's mostly her, yeah. Are you gonna go watch that?
Yeah, like I'm excited for Logan, and then I'm excited for Ghost in the Shell, and then in November, Blade Runner 2049 comes out. So the very long awaited, the long drawn out sequel to Blade Runner.
Which one was Blade Runner again?
That was the one with Harrison Ford. It was set in like the techno future.
Okay.
Yeah, it was him and like Dolph Lundgren,
Yeah,
and yeah.
I remember
So,
now.
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't know why I never like really got around to watching the full thing.
Well, you should. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I probably should.
There's like
so
full
much.
versions of it, but either like the original cut or final cut's a good one to watch.
Oh man, I don't know, man. Like I think one of the ones that I'm more excited to watch this year is Split.
It looks all right. Like M. Night Shyamalan is starting to get better at making movies again after being terrible for like 10 years.
Yeah.
One's out now, I think, or it just came out today.
Yeah, today it's coming out.
Yeah.
Either it's coming or it came out, but it's one of the ones that I'm kind of excited for just because of the two main characters.
Yeah, the girl from The Witch, and then
James McAvoy. The girl and James.
The girl from The Witch, the Vivitch, and James McAvoy.
The girl from The Witch and Professor X.
Professor X.
Yeah.
And then next week, Resident Evil: The Final Chapter comes out.
Oh man, dude, I hate those Resident Evil movies so much. Like,
I have a soft spot for them. I know they're dumb action movies, but they're my dumb action movies. I mean, it looks a lot better than fucking Underworld Blood Wars.
I don't know. I feel like Underworld Blood Wars looks massively better than the Resident Evil one, just because, I feel like in the Resident Evil movies they kind of wrote themselves into a corner so many times that they just copped out so much, and it feels like they're just using any like random plot hole to get themselves out of things, like with the clones and shit.
Well, I think the clones are gone now. I think it's just
She blew them up, but everyone keeps trying to make that an argument.
Right.
It's like she's got so many clones. It's like, no, they're all dead.
Oh yeah, no. I think it's just original Alice, and then Claire Redfield, probably Jill Valentine. I think she's still in there. Wesker, and I think the guy from Game of Thrones is going to be Tyrant.
Which guy?
Who does he play in Game of Thrones? He plays Cockblock guy, Jorah Mormont, who's hanging out with Daenerys. Who like to bang her, but then they don't bang because she's to bang everyone else.
Okay, so he's gonna be in it.
Yeah, he was in. I think he was in the second one because his daughter He was in the one where they rescued his daughter from the school.
Hmm.
He was. I think that was the second one with Nemesis in it. So he was in that one.
Yeah, the one like I think the first two for Resident Evil were okay. Like they
Right.
weren't that good, but they weren't bad either. But which one was it? There were so many. I
Well,
think one of the
there's
ones, one of the.
a sixth one. Like Jesus Christ. There's Resident Evil Apocalypse, Resident Evil Restitution. No, maybe it was Revelation. I don't remember. And then the
It was
last one that
Revelation.
came out was Afterlife.
After
I
that.
think Retribution was the fourth one. I just remember what the third one was called. I have all of them. They're back there. I have all of them on Blu-ray. Well, yeah, I mean, like I know, like the Resident Evil, the first movie was actually really good.
Hmm.
It had the most sensible story, and then basically the world ended in the second movie.
All right, so sorry about that pause. There were groceries that needed tending to.
Yep. So hopefully you were entertained for a few minutes, listening to nothing. Maybe you were talking to yourself. I don't know.
Me?
Yeah.
I was watching YouTube videos.
Oh, you see, there was a React video in the middle of this.
It's like let's react to things right now. So what we were talking about
We're talking about.
Power Rangers and how you don't like the lines.
Yeah, it's like they're so complicated designs. It's like you're taking this, basically what was a spandex suit, and you're translating it into like an armor.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was always supposed to be an armor suit, because like they're like space warriors or something like that. I mean, I feel like this reboot makes more sense than the actual show, because like they get their abilities from space rocks, which that part was just weird, and then they're hunted down by a space witch.
Yeah. It was like, I think in the plot of the movie they find the spaceship with Zordon on it,
Hmm.
or they find the coins and they find the spaceship, and then Rita comes after them at some point,
Yeah.
and then she, brings Goldar into it, and yeah, she just hangs out.
He just hangs out.
Because like they showed like briefly in the trailer, they showed her in like what looks like a T-shirt,
Hmm.
but like it's like stripped out. Like it's cut into strips like where her boobs are.
Sex
Like the
sells, man.
putties. It does, and it's Elizabeth Banks. That's Rita Repulsa because they needed like a couple of like name actors to be in this movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston is Zordon, and Rita Repulsa is by Elizabeth Banks.
Well, you do whatever you can.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe it'll be better than what was last year's one, Gem Holograms.
Holograms?
Gem and the Holograms. That was the movie that came out last year.
I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah. So I guess yeah, we can talk about it for a sec. There was like basically like I heard about it like a couple years ago, and they were doing like auditions through YouTube. So like basically like the main cast of Gem and the Holograms is like people who submitted on YouTube, so they're not known actors.
Mm.
And then I think Juliette Lewis was in it. And then at the very end, when they were setting up for a sequel, that's not going to happen. They had Kesha in the Misfits, rival band of Gem and the Holograms.
Oh my god.
Kesha was in it. Like people who like know the show said the movie was really bad, and like apparently it was boring, and they screwed up the way synergy, their like the robot power thing worked, turned into like a little tiny robot instead of a giant piano robot with a face.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that I didn't even hear about that movie.
Yeah, it
So
came out. It was like a March release, I think, but it like barely made any money. It didn't
was it
really
in
cost them much.
theaters?
Yes, it was in theaters.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was in theaters for maybe a week or two, and then it just kind of drifted off.
You know what? There was a movie that picked up a little bit of steam, and then everybody just forgot about it at the same time. And it was the live action Attack on Titan movie. Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah, yeah, I saw. I know there was two parts of it, and like everyone hated the first part of it, and
It
like I
was
don't
it was if you put both of the parts together, it was supposed to be apparently just one movie.
know.
That's why the first part was like stupid. I didn't see it because it was only in theaters in the U.S. for a day,
Right.
and I'm pretty sure it bombed in Japan.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, I guess they're doing a live action Naruto movie.
Oh fuck, that's that's gonna be a catastrophic fail. I figured they would do that eventually,
I
but
don't remember if it's an American or a Japanese one. I don't remember. I
if
think
it's
it's a
American, everyone's gonna hate it because it's American, and if it's
Oh,
Japanese, it's not gonna get heard of.
it's true.
Oh
But again,
man.
I don't really follow Naruto or Attack on Titan or much of any anime, so it Ghost in the Shell is about as far as I'm going to get on
On
the
anime.
anime animation movies.
Yeah, I don't keep up with the live action stuff for anime because most of the time it just ends up sucking. But
Right.
the only one I actually was kind of interested in was the Attack on Titan because like I wanted to see how they would do the Titans in live action.
Well, CGI obviously is how they would do the Titans in
Well,
live
yeah, but
action.
like, what would they look like? Like, would
They looked
they
alright. I saw the cover of the movie at Walmart, and they looked alright.
did it?
They look like skinless people, is what they look like.
That's what
So,
they're supposed to be. Well, one of them is supposed to be a skinless person. The rest are just supposed to look like retarded humans.
well,
That might have been a really poor choice of words. Holy crap. Yeah, no, they are supposed to look like people, apparently.
okay, that could be a thing.
Yeah, but I
Think
mean,
on that.
oh man. What are there any other movies coming out this year?
There's a lot of movies coming out this year. Wonder
Well,
Woman is coming out this year.
that's right. I
Uh,
forgot about that.
yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is coming out.
Mm,
Um, Spider-Man: Homecoming,
that's right.
Justice League.
Justice League.
I thought there was another Marvel movie.
Wasn't there?
Well, there's usually three.
Isn't there Thor?
Oh, Thor Ragnarok is
Yeah.
coming out. So that's the three Marvel movies.
When
Three
does
Marvel
Infinity
movies,
War come out?
series. Yeah, I think Wonder Woman's in March or April. I think so. I think they're releasing around the same time as Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad last year.
Mm. Do you know when Infinity War is supposed to be?
That's 2018.
2018?
So yeah, that's going to be the first part's next year.
Hmm.
That'll be the November movie
Hmm.
for Marvel next year.
Do you think they're gonna do that? Because like there were some rumors going around where they were gonna get the TV Marvel superheroes and put them into Infinity War.
I mean, they might. I mean, I know like they've been interviewed about this a lot, like with the Netflix characters and
Yeah.
the Agents of Shield characters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just because TV has such a different production schedule than movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, if they can, at least they'd probably at least try and shove in like, no, maybe not, because all the Defenders characters are like street level heroes, and all the other like Marvel characters that are in movies are like cosmic or like,
Cosmic
major
Defenders. Yeah.
threat characters.
Yeah. I mean, it
I
would
mean,
still be cool to see, Daredevil there and Iron
yeah,
Fist.
Jessica Jones. Yeah, Iron Fist is coming out pretty soon.
Yeah,
on that.
I saw that, and I also did. You also see the promo poster for the Defenders?
Yeah, I did.
That thing looked cool.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been caught up on my Marvel Netflix for a while. I was like, not a lot of people watch Luke Cage, but I'm like, I really like Luke Cage.
I still need to watch that because I think it was a week before Luke Cage came out. My cousin decided that he didn't want me on his Netflix account anymore, so he changed the password and never gave it to me. So I had to find other ways to watch shows, and then my brother found this app called Showbox. So I've been
Mhm.
watching shows on that.
Yeah,
It's like Netflix, only if Netflix had every show.
right. Yeah, I know one of my friends uses something like that. I think it's called Couch Tuner.
Hmm.
So it's like similar to that. It has like streams of pr- like aired shows the day after they air, essentially.
Hmm. Yeah,
But yeah.
and I think it's better just because you don't pay for the shows.
Right.
It's a third party app.
Oh, yeah, no, that's okay.
Mm.
I guess we could jump into TV for a minute and talk about the show everyone forgot about, Marvel's Agents of Shield.
I tried watching that. That was terrible.
Well, okay, so like first season was like super weird.
It was.
Like, but then they picked it up fairly well in the second season, and they're right now they're on the fourth season, so it's still going.
Is this the season? Is this the season with Ghost Rider, or was that the last season?
That was this season. So they basically, so season four is basically, so they split it into basically two halves.
Mm.
So the first whatever episodes were Agents of Shield, Ghost Rider. So they pretty much wrapped up that storyline,
Mm.
and it was Rob Reyes Ghost Rider, not the other one. So it's like newer Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I saw that
But-
because
but-
the guy had a car instead of a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh, yeah.
kind of a letdown, but it's Ghost Rider nonetheless.
Johnny Blaze did show up in an episode of Agents of Shield.
Seriously?
Basically, he gave Robbie Reyes his Ghost Rider powers.
How do they do
That's
that?
how he-
Like, do they just pass on a contract?
Well, no,
Like
I
in
think
the Nicolas Cage movies?
in the original, or like in the Nicolas Cage movies, they like made a deal with the Marvel's Devil,
Yeah.
which is not the Devil. But at least in Agents of Shield, Robbie was with his brother. Was driving. I don't know if he was driving. I think he was driving his like sports car,
Mhm.
and like shot at by gangbangers, and then his car flipped over and crippled his brother, and then Robbie Reyes died. Then original Ghost Rider, or not original Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider came up and like touched him and like gave him Ghost Rider powers to get vengeance on the gangbangers
Mm.
who killed his brother and killed him. But right now Robbie Reyes is trapped in an alternate dimension, so
Why?
that's how they get rid of him. Well, because they wanted to start the new arc, which maybe a lot of people aren't talking about. They're doing life model decoys as the arc for the second half of the season.
Mm.
LMDs, which are, Marvel uses them a lot to like pretend kill characters. But yes, basically it's sort of an Ultron-y type thing because there's an AI named Ada
Mhm.
who is trying to. They're bringing in like the Darkhold, which is like a book from the Marvel universe, which basically that was in the Robbie Reyes part too. They had the Darkhold, so that's the connective tissues. This book that basically could give you infinite knowledge, but also like makes you insane. So this AI chick read it, and then she figured out how to make life model decoys of one of the main characters on Agents of Shield.
Mm.
So the life model decoys like in Shield right now, but she doesn't know that she's a robot. And then the real one's like being kept in a coma so that the android acts properly.
Mm.
So it's interesting. I mean, they needed to do Ghost Rider first. I think those to get people excited for Agents of Shield because
Probably.
they like.
But I
'cause they
mean,
did,
huh?
because the third season they did like a lot of like Terrigen Mist stuff, so a lot of people were becoming Inhumans.
Yeah.
So it's not X-Men, they're Inhumans. very similar types of characters, except they get their powers through like cosmic energy,
Mm.
and like they'll usually tie to the movies in some way. Like that's how they did the Ghost Rider arc, was they tied it into Doctor Strange by doing like parallel or alternate dimensions, where they threw Ghost Rider into the alternate dimension, or he got stuck in the alternate dimension actually. Well, no, he didn't get stuck. He was like, "I'll stay here. I'm too dangerous," and then he got left in the alternate dimension.
Holy crap. Yeah, I stopped watching after like 3 episodes of the first season because I thought it was just super weird. It's like
Yeah.
I don't need this. I could just rewatch Daredevil. It's fine.
And unfortunately, they canceled Agent Carter, which was like a kind of a sister series to Agents of Shield, except it was Peggy Carter from Captain America.
Yeah.
It's basically set in the 40s and the 50s. That was really good. They did that really well. They had the original actress playing Peggy Carter. They had the original Howard Stark. They had like the Howling Commando show up and all this other stuff. So it was cool. But that unfortunately got canceled last year.
Did they say why?
I think it was they said like an ABC decision. Maybe they weren't pulling the numbers, but yeah, well, is on a different show now. But you never know; they could bring it back at some point because I know they killed her character in Captain America: Civil War, where she was dead. Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah, but I mean, she was old.
Yeah, she was really old by the time of Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So
yeah. Didn't she also have like dementia or something like that?
yeah, she got dementia in her old age.
Yeah.
It's okay. And what else? Taboo just started. That's a really good show. It's interesting. Taboo, the show no one knows about.
You know, I heard you say Naboo first, and I was like, what?
No, there's no live action Star Wars show yet. Yeah, no, it's called Taboo, and it's very high. It's a period drama starring Tom Hardy, and it's like an 8-part miniseries set in 1814, where Tom Hardy's character was lost in Africa for 10 years, and he came back to England for his father's funeral, and it's basically about him fighting the East India Trading Company. So it's interesting, and apparently some really messed up things happened to him in Africa, and he was on a ship where all these slaves drowned and stuff. So
holy shit!
And
does
it's
he
pretty
just talk
scandalous.
about it, or do they show it?
Well, they show in the first episode. He's there's 2 episodes out right now. The first episode shows him basically he's trying to figure out his father was murdered. And while he's waiting for the coroner to do this test, he has a vision of all these dead bodies, and then this giant African slave guy is like, "I don't have time for you today," or Tom Hardy's like, "I don't have time for you. I have business to do," and then he backs. He's haunted by these slaves drowning in this ship.
Holy crap!
So he's trying to take on the East India Company, and he has an incest baby with his half sister.
What?
Well, I mean, that's what's implied. I mean, it's pretty heavily implied because he runs into this guy on the beach, and he's like, "Your father's paying for this." And then later in the episode, he goes to the guy's house. He's like, he gives him money. He's like, "It's for the past, the present, and the future." And he's like, "Do you want to see the boy again?" He's like, "No." Tom Hardy's this. He's a giant asshole in the show, which is what Tom Hardy usually is in things.
In just everything, he's always an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've never heard of that show, but there is a show that I have really been getting into. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Channel Zero. It's on the Sci-Fi channel.
Oh, I've heard of it. It's about the weird urban legend one about Candle Cove.
Yeah, it's about it's based on creepypastas, which is really cool. And they're actually doing a pretty good job about it. I thought they were gonna fuck it up and try to add some CGI ghosts and stuff, but they're actually making it more if something was possessing the kids and they got some creepy ass monsters showing up.
There you go.
It's pretty interesting. I like it.
Sci-Fi's doing a good job because I don't want. I'll probably watch that at some point. It's probably on demand.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
12 Monkeys, I love that show.
I've
That's
only
coming
heard of
back.
that one.
Yeah, so it's based off the movie from I think it was the '90s with Bruce Willis.
Mm.
It's basically about how these people are trying to travel back in time to stop a plague from like killing everyone on Earth,
Mm.
and they just keep going back. So in the show, it's like they do that premise, but they also like go further back into they're trying to figure out where the virus came from and who like the army of the 12 monkeys is, and like people get stuck in the past, people get stuck in the future. Time travel's like a little off. I think the time machine broke in the season 2 finale, so they had to figure out how to go save this other lady from the past.
Mm.
It's interesting. It's a little confusing because they go into like alternate timelines when they change things in the past.
Yeah.
Like the people who went back in time remember the stuff that happened before, like the alternate versions, but then the people that are there now don't remember unless they inject themselves with the cocktail to be able to travel back in time. So time moves around them, and it's very interesting.
It's called 12 Monkeys?
12 Monkeys.
Monkeys?
It's on the Sci-Fi Channel.
I think I might have heard of it, actually.
It's 12. It's like the guy who played the fire guy in the first 3 X-Men movies. He's the main character.
Oh.
And he plays Cole.
I think I might have seen the trailer announcement for that. I think.
Yeah. The 3rd season starts at some point this year. I think it's like a March or April show.
Like
It's set up
eventually.
DVR.
Oh man.
Bitch of a try to get the first season on Blu-ray, like because like the stores ran out of it, so I ended up having to get it off of Amazon,
Mm.
which is fine. But I'm like, good. I'm glad the show's doing well.
All right, I think we should start wrapping this one up. We're getting,
Okay.
we're actually over the 50-minute mark. So I think
like 5 minutes of nothing happened.
there were 5 minutes of nothing happening, and then a couple minutes of stalling.
Right.
Hey, it's the first episode of season 2. What are you gonna do about it? I don't even think it could be called season 2. It's like it'll be quote unquote season 2 because like the first season we only had like 7 episodes or something like that.
It's like British television. There's like 7 episodes in a season. If it doesn't do well, you just leave it off. It's like no.
Don't
you
they just
get the
stop
rest.
after 2 seasons,
Yeah.
even if it goes well?
Well, yeah, it's like weird how they do it. Like they pretty much don't renew things until after they've like fully aired the entire season.
Mm.
It's like if it leaves off on a cliffhanger that doesn't get picked up, you're kind of fucked on that front. So it's like,
Oh my god. Anyway, do you have any final thoughts?
yep, I mean, 2017 may be a weird year for politics, but it looks like a good year for movies and television anyway.
That is if he doesn't censor anything. If he doesn't like it, he's probably going to try to get rid of it.
It's true.
Like
I guess
he
then-
doesn't like technologies. If like his speeches have been any indication, technologies are too advanced for him.
Well, the Nintendo Switch is coming out, so that's a thing, I guess.
That's true.
You pre-sold out. I don't really buy Nintendo things. Like my last Nintendo purchase, I think, was a Game Boy Advanced. That was like when it was new.
Oh man.
I never had a NES or an SNES or a Wii or a Wii U.
I never had a Wii either. I've only
Yeah.
had Nintendo 64, a Game Boy Advance, and a DS very briefly before coffee got spilled all over it.
See how you are with your coffee.
That wasn't even my coffee. Somebody else spilled their coffee on me. Any takeaways from today?
No, I mean, should be all right. We didn't like pause for anything but me going to put away groceries. So
All right then. Well, that wraps up the first episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, spread the word. We need more people tuning in and listening. Keep on the lookout for episode 2. I guess that's it. Bye.
Bye.